Amina was 49. Got a little daughter, Sinead, Haley. Just come out now and then to get the rest and go for walks and that. What happened is my nana died on my birthday, then my mother died 3 months after, then my father died, my mum passed on. So I'm just killing time. Sometimes I smoke in CC, sometimes it pisses me off. Been in and out of hospital, like with lungs and that. So I've like 3 operations. I'm missing my mum and I'm my baby father. Sometimes I feel like being destructive, but I've just got to hold it down. And that's why I come down these sides, come down here, come down Russell, just chill wherever I want to chill. That's all.
Can you tell us a little bit about life growing up?
Well, I was in and out of care at them times. Like, my mum used to be in prison, my mum was a bit of a villain. I was in and out of care, and that's it.
Did you have a good relationship with your mum?
Kind of.
Yeah.
A bit jealous of me, being young, because I'm the only girl. On my dad's side I've got 15 brothers, and on my mum's side I've got 2 brothers.
15 brothers?
Yeah.
Wow.
And sisters.
And you're the only girl?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow. Did you have a close relationship with all your siblings? Or?
Yeah, of course. Love them, I love them to bits. And then all of them get the most jokers with me, you know what I mean? They are my best friends and my love life and everything.
Aww.
I'd never want to do anything to hurt them.
And do they all live locally?
Yeah, well they're married off now, they live local, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's one big extended family if they're all married off.
I've got 22 grandkids and 1 more on the way.
Relationship with her?
Yeah, relationship.
Is she a mummy's girl?
Yeah, give me a joke.
Does she?
Yeah, it's so funny.
What about school and stuff?
I worked in school, I was in care. That's what like I told you, I was in care, in and out of care. I was in Mobley Home, Children's Home, and Burford Children's Home, in and out of prison. But like, that's it now. Settling myself. First sentence was 5 years. I had to do the full 5 years. I'm fighting with the governor and fighting with the prison officers.
What did you first go to prison for?
Robbery and kidnapping.
How old were you then?
I don't like talking about age.
No, fine. Don't worry about that. What would you say made you get into that sort of stuff?
My mum.
Your mum?
Yeah.
How?
Well, my mum was on drugs and she had problems herself. She didn't know what she was doing. She gets schizophrenic, she didn't know what she was doing. She tried leading me onto it, but it didn't work. No.
Do you use any drugs?
No.
No.
Just
that one smells good. Is it bubblegum?
No, it's black grape. When I was younger, I tried to get me in hospital because I felt suicidal. But like, I got over it, I'm on medication for it.
Yeah.
I get depressed sometimes. And I don't know what else.
Do you feel like the doctors are helpful in that with that sort
I don't like a pestering them. I mean,
Do you
nothing
feel
wrong with me. I'm not wrong with me. I tried to get me in hospital and that won't work. I mean, because there's nothing wrong with me. So I should be in hospital, which is right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was when I was younger. I watched me and my dad for like, until they were separated. And so my nana brought me up, but she died on my birthday, so I'm trying to get over it.
Yeah, that must have affected you a lot.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like the doctors are much help with that kind of thing?
Yeah, they try to keep you in, but like they're very good with me. I've only been in hospital once, like very good with me.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you feel like you're coping with your mental illness at the moment?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Do you feel like it affects your life on a day-to-day basis?
No, the only thing what happens to me is I have seizures where I swallow my tongue. And my airway cuts off and I can't breathe in and I can't breathe out. When I take medication, I'm fine.
How often does that happen then?
Every morning.
That must be terrifying.
Yeah, it's fine. I just say to myself sometimes, we should just end it, man. I mean, instead of keep having to go through all these symptoms, what I'm getting.
And as soon as you take the medication, that stops, does it?
Yeah.
Still, that must be a really scary thing to wake up every morning and that happen.
That's what happens. I'm on medication for it.
Yeah. Have you got any advice for younger people or anyone watching this?
be very careful how you go in life, and be careful who you speak to, and be careful how your background is. Always speak about it. I mean, reach out for help if you can.
Do you think you are like the company you keep then? Do you think like your friends and family around you influence?
No, I don't move with anyone. I move on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I move on my own, though. Not move with anybody.
And what about work-wise?
Shit, innit? Shit. Shit.
Nothing out there?
No. Nothing.
Have you had jobs before?
Only when I was younger I started a job painting and decorating, and the smell of the paint and that got on my chest, so I had to leave it.
It's a strong smell, isn't it?
Yeah.
What could people do to reach out and help you?
They just do the same thing and ask for help if they can't get help on what they can do.
No.
Where?
It's difficult, isn't it? Because some people find it really difficult to sort of reach out and ask for help, don't
Yeah.
they?
You feel like they're pissed off at me.
Exactly. And I think it makes you stronger to reach out and ask for help.
Yeah.
Than it does to sit there and suffer, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Being silent as well.
But a lot of people view it as weakness, don't they?
Yeah.
Asking for the help.
Yeah.
It's tricky. Where would you like to be in sort of 5 years' time? Where would you like life to be?
I'd love to be able to get a job if we didn't have worries and concerns, being able to. I'm a bit dyslexic. I mean, I would like a job, but it's very hard to get a job. I mean, so what can you do?
What job would you like to do?
I'd like to go back as being a PE teacher.
Did you used to do that then?
In this children's home, yeah.
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 Oh wow.
Fitness.
Yeah.
How long
That's when I was there. I was there until I was 18, 15 till I was 18.
in the children's home?
Yeah.
And used to teach them PE?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
must have been fun. Was it rewarding?
Yeah, it was good. I used to do horse riding when I was younger.
Mm.
My nan used to pay for me to do horse riding, jump horses and that.
Would you ever get back into that?
Yeah, of course I would. We did the highlight.
I don't think you can ever, once you've ridden a
Yeah.
horse, I don't think you can ever forget it, can you?
No, got trophies.
Are you quite an animal person then?
No, just like else.
Just horses?
Just like us.
No dogs or anything
No.
then? No.
No.
So you'd love to go back and be a PE teacher?
Yeah.
That'd be your dream?
Mm.
So in 5 years' time you'd like to be working, settled? Or?
Settled down. At the moment I've got a Lithuanian boyfriend. He's so nice, but it's a little fast that time.
Is it?
A little fast that time, but I love him.
What do you look for in someone?
Just, I don't know. Gotta be nice. Nice dresser. Funny. You know what I mean? Outgoing. And faithful.
Yeah.
That's all. You try and help me with these couples as well. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much for watching. We're now going to talk a little bit about it. Please do not forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed. Thank you. So Amina, I'll go in the order that she's talked about it.
Yeah.
So her nan died on her birthday and her mum died a month after. I'm not so sure about her mum, but like she seemed like she was really close to her nan. Really close to her nan. Almost like the nan was more of a mother figure than her mum was.
Because she mentioned that her mum had issues herself.
That must have really affected her.
Mm.
Really affected her. Like especially if you're already vulnerable. Like she says herself that she has mental health problems.
Yeah.
If you're already vulnerable, losing that like support system
Mm.
around you must be really, really tricky. So she's been in and out of hospital for lung problems.
Long problem.
Mm,
Do you think it's because she's addicted to vape?
yes. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be judgmental because I obviously smoke, so I don't feel like I can. And I'm not being judgmental. I'm not judging. I'm not. I don't know a lot about it, as in I would have to do my research and I'm not going to pretend to talk about something that I don't know about.
Yeah.
But I think vape is meant to be, is it meant to be even worse than smoking? Like vaping is not good for you at all.
But why do they recommend people to smoke vape than cigarette?
Who recommends that? I've never heard anyone recommend that.
like around that in prison, people are not allowed to smoke cigarette no more.
But are they allowed vape?
Yeah.
That shocks me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That shocks me.
So, I didn't know it was that bad.
It's really bad. Have you not heard about those cases in America of the people with the weird lung thing, and they vaped? I don't know enough about it, but I think it tricks people. Stop it. Into thinking it's safe because it smells nice. How many
it
people?
It smells nice and tastes nice because I vape
Whereas
sometimes.
cigarette smoke does smell toxic.
Yeah.
Like it smells disgusting. How many people, like I've seen it all the time, vape in the house in front of kids? Whereas you would never smoke in front of kids. But for some reason they think it's fine for vape to, like for the kids to breathe in the vape, and it's just as bad. So she's been in and out of care. Which, do you feel like that's a reoccurring theme for a lot of the people we spoke to?
Yeah.
Is they've been in and out of care.
Do you think they don't look after you properly in care?
I don't know. I don't want to judge the whole system because I feel like some places and some people probably do the best that they can do.
But why is it the majority of people that we spoke to?
Because think of the amount of kids they've got.
The majority of people that we spoke to, they've been in care. So
maybe it's like the lack of, a combination of things, like the lack of supervision, the lack of stability, the lack of routine. Like all those things are really important. Like I'm not comparing kids to dogs at all, but think of like the dogs you get in rescue centres that have been passed like pillar to post.
Yeah.
Like so many of them have got behavioural problems, but for some reason with dogs you never blame it on the dog. You're like, well, he's had a really unsettled upbringing, he's been passed here, there, everywhere, like he's never had a routine. But for some reason people are quick with adults to never look and think, do you know what, they had a really unstable childhood.
That's a fair point. I agree with you. The first time, that's a fair point.
People never.
Yeah.
Like I've said a lot of times, like I think almost dogs are treated better than people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if there's a stray dog on the street, the RSPCA gets called. Stray human on the street, kick them as you go past some people. And they'd never do that to a dog. But I think people are very quick to judge adults and not think about what they've seen or experienced or gone through as a child.
But the way that everyone see, if you're an adult,
you should be able to handle.
You should be able to, because it's not easy for everyone.
No. No, and again, that is a fair point. Like, it's not, no one, very few people have had like a completely easy ride in life. And some people do handle stuff better than others.
Yeah.
But some people are just more adaptable to things than others.
Yeah.
So she thinks, this is sad because I feel like we see this a lot, or I see it a lot. She thinks someone was jealous of her. I think, do you not get that like a lot with mums?
Can you be jealous of your daughter?
I couldn't, no, but I think I like to think I'm quite a good mum.
But do you think
I think it's common. As in the mum feels bitter, like I don't feel jealous of Jazz, but sometimes I feel jealous of the fact she's got like a clean slate in life.
You're jealous of her?
No.
You just said it.
No.
You said it.
I know, I can't think how to.
No,
I'm not jealous of Jazz. Like,
don't get frustrated. You just said it.
Frustrated. It's easy to wish, like, do you never think, like, I like to think sometimes I'm like, if I could start my life all over again, there's so many things I would do different.
Yeah.
But you can't, because you don't know what you know now when you're younger. That's what I like. I hope she, like, appreciates her life and doesn't, like, I'm not jealous of her or bitter towards her.
Your own daughter.
I'm not.
You just said it.
I love her. No. But honestly, I think that's quite common with mums. As in, like, and again, this is not me personally, but you're getting older and your daughter's young. Like, do you know? I'm trying to think of an. I don't want to name names.
What?
But do you not think you can see how that would really affect you growing up? Feeling like your own mum feels like that towards you.
Yeah.
Like, I can see how that would really like damage your self-esteem. So she has been to jail for robbery and fighting. She says, I think it's aimed more towards the robbery bit. Her mum made her get into that kind of stuff. She mentions that her mum, she doesn't say what drugs, but her mum had a drug addiction that she was battling.
I'm saying, but if the mum didn't know better, how can she teach her daughter better? She can't.
She can't.
Yeah, and you can't, especially if she had drug problem, you can't really blame her. You just said it. You just said it. If it was a dog, yeah. The dog example, you don't know what her mum been through. You don't know what.
I mean, you can't use dogs all the time. They also sometimes eat their puppies. Like, it doesn't make it acceptable to eat your baby. There's a time and a limit, and I feel like you just crossed that. I don't know. I feel like that's a whole nother discussion that we could get into. Please don't shoot my phone. As in, if you don't think you can do better or provide better or be better, you should not have a child.
Well, we can't.
Who are we to play God?
Not play God. You can't tell someone they're not allowed to have kids. You can't say that.
No, but I'm saying if you personally don't feel like you can do better or be better or provide better for your child, then you personally should make that decision, maybe not to have a child.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But it doesn't go like that.
I know it doesn't go like that. Otherwise, we wouldn't need social services or a foster system or anything like that, would we?
Yeah.
But in an ideal world, that is how it would be. So she says she doesn't take drugs or use drugs. She's just got an addiction to vape.
I didn't know vape was that bad.
How did you not know this?
No. I thought it was legit. Everyone's on it.
I don't even see the point in it. I honestly don't. It does nothing for me.
A heavy smoker.
Don't use that word. Don't use the word heavy. But seriously, so many people told me to vape to try and give up smoking, and it's just completely different. Completely different.
Have you tried it?
Tried it, hated it, didn't like it. Can't say didn't like it, as in what's there not to like? You breathe in nice smelling things. But it just did nothing. Like, I don't see the big I don't see why everyone walks around with a vape.
Yeah.
And I just don't think there's enough knowledge out there. People just view it as harmless, and I really don't think it is.
No.
At all. I feel like they don't even come with the same. They don't even come with the same warnings on them as cigarette packets do.
No.
Like, there's nothing. There's no gruesome pictures. But then I feel like that's.
You see them pictures every day. Does that stop you from smoking?
It makes me think a second. But no, it doesn't stop me from smoking. But do you think that's just because vape's so far behind smoking? Because I remember when I used to buy packets as like a teenager, you used to get proper packets, and now obviously all packets look the same to try and, I don't know, what's that even to achieve? To try and not look cool?
Yep.
It just works in your favour, because it just means you can buy cheap ones and no one knows. But I don't see what that even achieves. But do you think that's just because vape is so far behind smoking? Eventually they'll come with warnings on.
Yeah.
So the last bit that I've got to talk about is how she struggles. I don't want to say struggle, because she feels like she's got it under control.
Yeah.
Mental illness. She's not too proud to ask for help. Like, she's asked for help. She's got tablets. and she feels like at the moment she's coping with it and doing all right with it.
Yeah.
Which I think is the most important thing. If you feel like you're coping with it, then that's good.
Not everyone that asks for help, that's the problem.
I think a lot of people are scared or embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. More often than not, like when you're feeling that low and feeling like you can't cope and that you would want to ask for help, by the time you're able to get a doctor's appointment or speak to someone, that's past.
Yeah.
And you're like, do you know what, I can manage this on
I can
my own.
manage it, yeah. That was one of them bad days.
Yeah, I've got through it. Like, there's not that help for there right now. Like, you know how difficult it is to get a doctor's appointment. Did you see that thing? I don't think I sent it to you. I sent it to my mum. The GPs have been given a green light to take a step back from patient care and push getting everyone to be vaccinated. It's a joke, isn't it?
That's a joke.
Complete joke. But think how difficult it is at the moment to get an appointment. And they're telling GPs to stop. Or not stop, take a step back. I feel like they've already taken 10 steps back anyway. I have one more point. It's so... To me, it's so sad, that end bit where you ask her what she'd be like, where she'd like to be in 5 years' time, and she just wants to have a job.
Yeah.
Something that a lot of people, like myself included, take for granted and complain about, as you will know, on a daily basis. I don't want to go to work, and yet that's literally some people's like dream.
Yeah.
Is to have a job.
Something that you take for granted. Someone appreciate. That's what. She just want to get back to normal life.
I wish her all the best. Like,
I wish her the best.
I hope she does find a job.
I hope she stopped that vape.
I don't think she will, because I don't think she sees a problem with it. Like, she doesn't see it as a problem. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Please do not forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed. Thank you.